Top 5 potential cap casualties for AFC and NFC. Number 1 in the NFC. I'm going to start from the bottom because both my number 1s are kind of crazy. Number 5, we have Kevin Byard for the Eagles. I know they traded for him this last year. He didn't help the defense too much. Are they negative in cap space? They have 32 mil in cap space, but he really didn't help the defensive situation this year, and they will free 13 million by cutting him. So I feel like that would be a solid cut on the Eagles end. Next, we have Harrison Smith, the safety for the Vikings, with Jettis contract coming up and trying to bring in a QB this offseason. So you're going to have to either pay Kirk Cousins, you're going to have to pay Russell Wilson, you're going to have to pay somebody. Oh, we will talk about the Russell Wilson contract. That is very interesting. You'll have to pay somebody. And cutting Harrison would save 11 mil in 2024 and 18 mil in 2025. So I could see him being a cap casualty. Those are two lesser names. Now we're going to get into some bigger names. We have, well, not lesser names, but I don't think defensive players getting cut really affect like people's mindset like defensive players do. Number 3, we have Taysom Hill. The Saints are 30 mil in the hole, and that's after the cap raise. Hitting the cap for 15 mil. He's a cool gadget player, but is he worth being negative in cap space for and not being able to sign anyone else?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
I love taking the over on a Taysom Hill passing touchdown.
It's probably multiplied by 50.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Taysom got to go. We actually have 2 Saints on here because they're so down bad. Next, the Cowboys are still in negative cap space. They're down like 3 billion after the cap rise. Michael Gallup, Cowboys are still 3 mil in the hole, and cutting Michael Gallup would relieve 13 million in cap space. Michael Gallup's a terrible separating wide receiver, so I feel like that wouldn't be too big of a loss.
He was good like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's when he exited his prime.
And everyone can probably, you can pick anyone up in the draft and they're going to thrive.
I still don't hate Michael Gallup as much as I love to hate on Cowboys players. Yeah. I still don't hate on Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup is an amazing football player, done so well, but the guy's starting to get old, and you can tell he's getting old.
I don't know if it's he's getting old. I think it's just dog shit. Next we have
like 3 amazing seasons.
Next we have Alvin Kamara, our number 1 in the NFC. Saints again, 30 million in the hole after the cap raise. Cutting Kamara would free 11 million. I mean, they're gonna have to make some crazy cuts. And I know Alvin Kamara seems crazy. He didn't really produce this last year. They're gonna save money.
He didn't even produce the year before, didn't he?
I don't remember.
He's been kind of on like the down low for the last 2 years at least.
Yeah, I mean, you can find a bunch of Alvin Kamaras in the draft now, and everyone's moving to split backfields. I mean, the cap cut, I think they thought it was going to help running backs. It's going to hurt running backs. Into that,
I mean, they also saw everyone starting to see how good this dual threat backfield is right now.
Yeah.
With look at the Lions, the David Montgomery and
yeah, they've
David
been
Montgomery
doing that too. Like they did that last year, and it was
my boy Gibbs. Yeah. They did good with that.
Last year they did the same thing with Swift and Williams. So that was a good combo right there.
No.
Next, we have AFC. We're going to start from bottom to top. We have Tre'Davious White, missed 30 games since 2020. Letting him go would free up $7 million in cap space. That would be a massive W.
What does he play for?
He plays for the Bills. He's a cornerback. He got a big contract in 2020. He's missed 30 games since. He got a big contract after a year where he caught 6 interceptions, and he's caught 3 since 2020. So
poor guy.
Tom.
Well, he's only played 3 games since 2020.
Something like that. Next, we have Mike Williams coming off a serious injury for a wide receiver, and he's hitting the cap for 32 mil. So you'll probably free up 10, 11 mil off releasing him. And you're not gonna release what's his name? Keenan Allen. You're not releasing Keenan Allen. That's not happening. Next, we have Joey Bosa. It was between Bosa and Khalil Mack, but Khalil Mack stays healthy. Joey Bosa likes to get hurt. So, and you're saving
It looks
approximately
like Khalil
14
Mack,
mil
like, if you
depending on
look
who
at
you
the
cut.
aspect of their positions, like, which one holds down the fort much more often? A linebacker or a D lineman?
Well, I
Just look at
mean,
it
they
that
both play off
aspect.
the edge.
They do play, but,
But
like,
Khalil Mack
hey,
is more
like,
versatile, in my
that's
opinion.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Number 3, Hunter Renfro, or well, number 2, I got those mixed up. Hunter Renfro,
Cut them.
he's hitting the cap for 13 mil, Raiders. And he's got a
Cut
bald
them.
spot, so it might be
Do it for
time.
Willie.
Yeah, it might be time. And number 1, another running back in the AFC. Nate, I'm gonna let you guess who it is. Who's getting cut? What
Probably
running back?
I wanna say one, and I feel like I'll catch heat for it. Cut McKinnon. Get rid of him.
No, I'll tell you, it's a starting running
Get rid of
back.
that guy.
It's a
Get
starting
rid of
running
that
back.
guy.
It's a
A
starting
starting
running.
running back. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, get rid of the I already it's Chargers, Austin Eckler.
he's a free agent.
Oh, he's a free agent. I
Yeah.
forgot. No, I don't know.
Nick Chubb coming off a gruesome injury, and
He's still good.
Watson's hitting the cap for 68 million next year. That's I think I saw like a third of the cap space or something like
Hey, that's
that,
a
or a
different type
fourth.
of bust.
I know.
Homeboy's busting all over
Cutting
that team.
Chubb would save up to 12 mil, and I think they're negative in cap space, or they're pretty close. So
I
I
would
wouldn't
love to
cut
throw.
Nick Chubb. I would be negative in cap space, but they got to go get some wide
I don't know.
receivers, I
That
guess.
motherfucker gonna be. He probably won't be back this next season.
Who?
Chubb,
Yes, he will be. He didn't
bro
even
had
completely tear his ACL. He tore his MCL.
yeah, because he tore everything else in his leg.
Nah, he just tore his
The
MCL.
ACL's the only thing that survived.
He'll be back at the beginning of the year.
He's gonna be back with the fucking robo leg, is what's gonna
He's
happen.
already done that before too, though. So do you keep him or do you cut him? Like, what are the odds of it happening a third time? You know, that knee's got to be compromised. Could you imagine his first play back? Oh my god, that
It's
would
gonna look
be
like Aaron Rodgers
sickening.
walking out with the flag again.